Good morning, class of 2025, and welcome to Parlier High School's virtual visit. I would like to introduce you to our superintendent, Dr. Guerrero.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. I am excited to see everyone who's joining. Thank you to the parents, to any community members that are on, and especially our 8th grade students, class of 2025. It's going to go by so fast. I do want to give special thanks to our staff members who were able to put this together. I know, students, that this is not the way you would have liked to visit your high school for the first time. And I certainly do applaud all your teachers who took the time to be able to put this together so that you can have some information going forward as you sign up for classes. We're hoping to be able to get you back to your middle schools as of now before the year ends. Hopefully you're able to connect again with your friends before joining them as high school students next year. Definitely am excited about all the opportunities that you will have. And I know that you're gonna have lots of questions. Please feel free to write them down so that you can always ask staff members if you do have any questions about any of your courses. You know, a lot of your success in high school depends on the courses that you take, how informed you are about it, and you have all the information that you'll need from staff that has been able to put together all this for you. So definitely excited to see you here, even if it's just in the screen. And of course, more excited to be able to meet you in person. I know that I had a great high school experience. I have a lot of, good special times with my friends. I have learned a lot, and I know you're looking forward to being able to have that as well. I know that you have a lot of information ahead as you're with staff and other students on the screen this morning. So definitely just wanted to give you the official welcome. I haven't met a lot of you in person yet because of COVID, but I'm really looking forward to being able to meet you all very soon in person. Hopefully we'll be able to have some good news for you as you come back to your junior high in person this year. And of course, we're all looking forward to you being high school students this next year. So thank you, staff, for putting this together. Mr. Iñiguez, thank you for the invite. I have really appreciated being able to meet folks in person. And this is our first opportunity to welcome our class of 2025 who will be high school students next year. So that's all. Welcome, everyone. And thank you again, staff, for putting this together. So I'm going to go ahead and mute and enjoy a little bit of what Dr. Alvarado has to be able to welcome the students back.
Thank you, Dr. Guerrero. And up next, we have Dr. Alvarado, principal of PHS.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome, Future Panthers. Thank you, Dr. Guerrero, for starting off today's presentation. My name is Dr. George Alvarado, and I am the proud principal of Parlier High School. I wanted to take a moment to welcome you to our 8th grade virtual visit. It's a really special day because we have many wonderful teachers and programs that we will be showcasing at Parlier High School. We hope that you can stay online to listen to each of these short presentations to learn more about all the wonderful programs that you'll be able to do in the coming years. They're only short little videos, 2 to 5 minute presentations, so please stay with us. We look forward to working with you. Have a great morning, learn a lot, take care, and stay safe. See you all soon. Thank you.
I am Miss Della Cruz. I am the activities director and leadership teacher here at Parlier High School. And I would like to welcome you to our virtual showcase. You have a lot of things that are coming up soon to, as far as picking your classes for next year when you're a freshman here at PHS. So make sure that you take in all the information that you can. Also, it is being recorded, so if you miss something, if maybe you have to go to the restroom, get a quick drink or snack, and you miss a few minutes, that's okay. We will be recording it, and you will get the link as soon as it is available. So don't worry about missing anything. Now, I want to talk a little bit about leadership. And before I do, I want to introduce to you a student who I've had for all 4 years here since she was a freshman. She was a class officer. She is now our ASB, president of PHS. So I'd like to introduce to you Miss Kelly Velasco.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why leadership and getting involved is important. Throughout my 4 years, I was able to be class president for both sophomore and freshman year. Being class president is more challenging than it sounds. You're not just in charge of your class, but you also have to find ways to fundraise and make new ideas to make campus fun for not only you, but your peers too. Being in leadership gave me that advantage because I was able to see what was going to be going on campus and able to give my input on how we can make it better. I think that leadership is a great way to start if you're looking into being involved in your community and in high school in general. Leadership puts on probably almost all of the events at PHS, so it's really awesome to be it's really awesome to be involved in the events that take place throughout your high school experience. Like you can say back when you look in your yearbook, I was there, I did that. So that's something that was important to me, and I hope it's important to you. And it's when times like this, it's kind of hard for students like me who are always proactive to be at home, not really doing much, but still trying to do what I can. So if you feel like that, then leadership's the place for you. I also am ASB president, which allows me to be very vocal, involved, and basically the person who's going to talk for my peers. I'm going to be the person who's going to stand up for them. I'm going to be the person who's going to say, hey, this isn't right, or hey, this is right, and we should continue to do that. And if you think that is you, then you could be me in your 4 years. I'm also a student board member, which means I sit on the student board as a representative for all students K through 12, and I get to experience a little bit of what it's like to be involved in big decisions that affect not just your school, but schools in general in Parlier. And that's very important to me, and I was very lucky enough to be able to be sitting on that board. Another thing that I would like to say is that when you're going through leadership, it builds character. It gives you morals, and it gives you examples of how to be a good leader. And me and DLC have been doing this for 4 years. When I was new, she was new. So we got to build a relationship, and that's the type of relationship you'll build with Miss DLC because she's awesome. I have a lot of things to say about leadership and how it's impacted me as a student. It's made me reliable, it's made me responsible, it's given me a sense of purpose, and I just really hope that you all take it in consideration when you're applying, like when you're going to get classes. It also gives you a sense of public speaking, which sometimes you're nervous and you can hear the nerves in my voice, but I'm still talking. So I really urge you to be involved and really just take action, be proactive. Thank you for now.
Thank you, Kelly. And yes, we both started here at PHS together. Thank you for saying that. We have built a strong leadership program, I believe, because we've done so much. So if you're the type of student who is outgoing, wants to grab that microphone and run a rally, I need you to sign up for leadership. If you're a student who maybe you don't want that microphone, but you want to be helping out on the floor during a rally or helping setting up games, being a judge, I need you to sign up for leadership. Maybe you're not one of the first two. Maybe you don't want that microphone or you don't want to be seen during the events, but you want to help. You want to help set up. You want to help me with the ideas. You want to help decorate and make those posters and do all the things behind the scenes. I need you to sign up for leadership as well. So leadership is not just for the students who want to take that microphone and host a whole rally. No, we all work together. We all collaborate. We brainstorm all dress up days. We brainstorm all the activities, all the rally games, all the events. We work together in all of my leadership classes to put on events for the school. So just like Kelly said, get involved involved early, because once you get involved, you're going to want to be involved.
Good morning, guys. Future Panthers. I'm going to try to share my screen here. So you can. I created this PowerPoint just so I can stay organized and on time. Can everyone see that? Ms. De La Cruz, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the first thing I want to do is talk about the benefits and why you should participate in high school athletics. So number one, you get to learn life lessons. Okay, life lessons that get started in the classroom, but then you get to apply those life lessons and practice them in on the field. So for example, some of the life lessons that you'll be able to learn and practice are things like time management, collaboration, problem solving, accountability. And these are just to list a few. I can go on and on and on and on, but there's a great deal of life lessons that you can learn from sports. Another benefit, physical health. That goes without saying, right? You get to exercise, you get to stay healthy, you get to feel good, right? Another benefit, representing your high school, representing your family, representing your community, because you don't only just play here, you get to go out to other towns and play and just represent yourself, school, family, community, and it just brings some pride to you and the community. Next, future success, okay? There have been plenty of studies that suggest that people who participate in co-curricular activities such as athletics are more successful in the future. And why is that? Because of all those life lessons that I mentioned in the beginning that you learn through athletics. And then obviously fun. You get to hang out with your friends, you get to make new friends, you get to, you know, just play sports that you love. So these are all benefits for playing sports. So I wish all of you guys pick one and, you know, get to participate in, and, we get to cheer you on. Next are the options. What sports you get to play. Okay, we got a little bit of everything. So unfortunately, you don't get to play all of them like you do in 8th grade and in elementary. I know when you're in 8th grade and elementary, you could just play all the sports, right? It's like 6 weeks of this sport, 6 weeks of this sport, and then you could just play all of them. Unfortunately, in high school, you got to make some choices. In the fall, you could choose from either cheer, cross country, football, volleyball. Okay, and then in the winter, which starts around November, December, January, you get to choose between competition cheer, boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls wrestling, and then in the spring, you get to choose from either baseball, softball, or track. Okay, so those are the options that we have here at Parlier High School. Okay. Requirements. Now this is important. Okay, you have to meet certain requirements. For example, you have to have at least a 2.0 GPA. Okay, you have to, because again, we're student athletes. Students come first, right? Sports physical. Okay, you got to go to your doctor and make sure that you are healthy enough to participate. Okay, and then athletic registration. Okay, that is an online process that your coaches will help you through. Okay, help you guide you through that. Okay, so those are the requirements. A GPA, sports physical, and then your athletic registration. Okay. Now, a lot of the sports that I mentioned in the previous slides, they do a lot of summer stuff to get ready for the upcoming year. And so if you are interested, okay, so if you are interested in joining one of those sports and you want to get a head start to make sure that you're on the same page with the rest of your teammates, okay, I would like you to fill out an incoming freshman interest form, okay, and I'll take you through that. So basically where you're going to go is Parlier High School website. Under the athletics tab here, okay, you click under athletics, okay, and at the very bottom, okay, it'll say incoming freshman interest form. Okay, so you click on this blue button here, and then you just fill out some information: your name, your email address, your school email address, please, your number, your parents' phone number, and then click on whatever sport you are interested in. Okay, it could be multiple sports. Okay, if they fall under different seasons. So click on the ones you are interested in, and then you just submit. Okay, you'll submit, and then at that point, coaches will get this information, and they'll get in contact with you and let you know about all the summer stuff and upcoming workouts and practices, stuff like that. Okay, so hope to hear from you, Panthers. Hope to see you on the court, on the field next school year. Thank you very much.
Up next, we have Chief Killian with our Naval Science program.
Hi, I'm Chief Killian. I am the naval science teacher here at Parlier High School. And first thing I want to do is say welcome to all the future Panthers. We're excited to have you guys come here. Sorry, I was just setting my timer so I stay on time. One thing I want to talk about naval science is we are not a military class. So I want to go ahead and knock that out right away. So we are not about putting you in the military. Okay. So you're not going to join this class and we're not going to put you in the military. All right. So what we are about is leadership, mentorship, followership, and team building. Okay. So that's what we are about. We are a big family. One thing that you will learn is everything you need to know to leave high school. Okay, so you will be prepared for college. You will be prepared for that workforce or whatever you decide to do once you leave high school. That is what this class is really about. All right. So one thing as an incoming freshman that we do offer is your PE credits. So if you join NJ, you do get your PE credits. Another thing, if you stay with NJ, you do get your history credits. And then we also offer college credits for science. So those are 3 credits that you actually get to knock out if you stay with NJ for 4 years. Another thing that you are offered within NJ is you get to travel throughout California. We are the #3 rifle team in all of Navy. We also have the top 6 national rifle team members on our Parlier High School team. So for this year, we have basically the top 6 out of 10 national rifle team members. We have every athletic sport that you can think of. So we have football, we have soccer, we have basketball, we have volleyball, we have track. Pretty much anything you can think of, we have it within NJ. We also have academics. I have a full-fledged academic team that competes. We compete throughout California. We also compete virtually also. And I also have a Cyber Patriot team, which we do coding, we hack. So anything that has to do with computer gaming, that's what we do too. So another thing that you're able to do within NJ is we offer scholarship opportunities. So one of my students was just granted a $210,000 scholarship. It's kind of hard to comprehend that, but she was given a $210,000 scholarship to San Diego State University due to being in NJ this year. So she will be going off to San Diego State at the end of this year and participating in their ROTC program. So there's so many things that this program offers. To put into a 5-minute program or 5-minute capsule is a little hard, but we offer a color guard team. We offer a drill team. The biggest thing that I think you're going to really get out of this is leadership, a family, mentorship, discipline. But the biggest thing I want you guys to take away is it's not about joining the military. It's actually the furthest thing from that. It's actually getting you prepared for life and getting you prepared for what do you want to do later on in your future. We talk from your freshman year on about college opportunities, workforce opportunities, VOTEC opportunities. So we actually start your portfolio in your freshman year here in NJ, and we start building that in your NJ freshman year. So that way, when you're going throughout your NJ program, you're ready to make those decisions. So that's what I want you guys to take away. It's not about joining the military. It's really about preparing you for life and what's outside those doors once you leave high school. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Up next, we have Mrs. Ballard with our ILead Honors Program, and she's also going to present Yearbook.
All right. Good morning, future Panthers. You have so many wonderful options ahead of you. This is amazing. My name is Miss Ballard. I am currently an ILead and a yearbook and journalism teacher. I'm going to leave my little Bitmoji up here for you to copy down or screenshot. If at any point you have any questions in the future, feel free to email me directly. It's right there. Boom. I do need to touch up my ends. They are less pink than they were when I made that Bitmoji. And actually, I should have started this. So I'll make sure to end 30 seconds before the timer goes off because I forgot to hit start. Not uncommon. So ILead, ILead is actually going through a lovely restructure at the moment. So realistically, this is what I want to tell anybody who's heard of or interested in ILead. Pay very close attention to our wonderful AVID presenters that are coming up next, because ILead pulls from AVID. If you apply for AVID, your ILead teachers look at it too. We are a college preparatory class that looks at those who are consistently high performing, top performers in their grade level. So I don't have much to say about it right now because we are actually going to be working in really close collaboration with AVID. So pay close attention to what they have to say next. And just know that your ILead teachers are going to be looking over that stuff too. The next thing I'd really like to talk to you about is yearbook and potentially journalism. I am the yearbook advisor. We are the ones who make the yearbook that lovely Miss Kelly Velasco mentioned about looking back on time through. If you can see me, this is a copy of last year's yearbook, totally student chosen, totally, well, student collaborated on, pretty much student created. What you're looking at here in the share screen is what we call our yearbook avenue. This is where we create our yearbook. So if you are at all interested in putting together a product that does get sold at the end of the year, I would highly recommend looking into Yearbook. I would also highly recommend looking into it for the journalism side of things. If you are somebody who loves writing, who likes talking to people, who likes interviews, who likes to know what's going on, and who likes to write out their facts, really look into Oh, thank you. Really look into journalism. We are also in the process of potentially some really exciting news with regards to that. I am always looking to build staff. So any incoming freshmen who want to be a part of journalism and yearbook for all 4 years, it looks amazing on college transcripts. It also teaches you a lot about writing, which is one of the skills that most people look at first and foremost when it comes to college applications, job applications. Any kind of communication is really strongly writing skills, right? But I just wanted to show you some of the spreads that we're currently working on that our students are. You're getting a sneak peek at the yearbook. If my internet would want to function, I might be overwhelming it. So these are all student created. Everything you see on this side of the screen, a student of mine, a staff member, because they're actually staff members, have put it together. You'll see that there are pictures of students in action, and they've really had to go above and beyond this year because we have not been on campus this entire year, right? So they've had to get really creative with their thoughts, right? Cameras on or off, this or that. Couple of interviews. I'm always looking for photographers. I'm always looking for page designers. So if you are at all interested in any of that, if you like to write, if writing is your passion, if you like to talk to people, if you like to know what's going on constantly, then yearbook and journalism are probably going to be the best bet for you. We have some really exciting stuff coming in the pipes. I just don't know if I can mention it or not because we're not sure if it's happening next year or not. All I want to say is I would love to have you if you're interested. Again, feel free to email me directly and casey.ballard@parlierunified.org. I will happily answer any and all questions. Again, ILead is doing things a little bit differently, and we're going to be working very closely with AVID. So stay tuned for our awesome AVID instructors coming up next. And yearbook and journalism is in for a heck of a new year next year, and I cannot wait. So if you feel like you'd like to be on my staff and make this awesome book that everybody can purchase at the end of the year, by all means, sign up for these. How much time did I finish early? Look, I did it at perfect time.
If you need a few more minutes, you are more than welcome, Miss Ballard. You're good.
Good. I'm good.
You're good. You are good. Next, we have Miss Raigoza and Mr. Stevens with our AVID program.
Everybody, hello. I hope you can hear me okay. And Mr. Stevens, I hope he's here. We are both. Hi, Mr. Stevens. Nice to see you. We are presenting Future Panthers to you, the AVID program here at the high school. So Mr. Stevens currently works with our freshman AVID students. I am currently the senior seminar AVID teacher. So the kids I have, I'm sad to say, will be graduating soon and telling me goodbye, but I know they'll be in touch. So we're trying to recruit new AVID students for the freshman class. So that's why we're here. So it's nice to virtually meet you, kind of. I know this school year has been really interesting, but we're getting through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We prepared a little presentation for you. There's a small video that takes about 2 minutes. And then I want to just briefly, Mr. Stevens and I will give you some background about the program, what the purpose is, what the big end goal is. That's covered in the video, but we'll come back to reinforce. And then we'll show you our current AVID students that weren't camera shy to take a picture. And then give you some insight about the application process, because in order to be in the class, we need to apply and go through an interview process that actually is lots of fun and gives you a lot of cool life skills that you can apply later on. I mean, you know, if you want a job, we got to interview, so we start practicing now. So here we go. La, 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 la. Sorry, I sing sometimes when I'm waiting for the internet to cooperate. So I'm sorry, cover your ears because I don't sing very well. But anyhow, this arrow here leading to the university. So AVID, your future awaits. That's the big idea behind AVID. And you guys, you're gonna see this little pop up a few times because I don't know what I did, but I tried to animate it. So I don't know, it's gonna do this a few times. Determination, that's what we're about. Kids, that's what the D in AVID stands for, determination. So students that are enrolled in the AVID program are saying that they are determined to get to a four-year university or college. So we are here to help, right, get ourselves there. So that's what the D is for. And I would tell you it's probably one of the keywords in the AVID acronym. So see what I mean? You learn as you go. All right, so we're gonna watch this small video that talks about AVID and what we do. So stay tuned to what is on the screen, and I'll stop it at the end so that we can move forward and learn about our AVID program. we're going to stop right there because that contact info isn't quite updated there. First, before we tell you who to contact about an application, we wanted to introduce you to our Panther AVID classes. So class photos, you know, we did it via Zoom. So I kind of told my seniors, these are them. I love to see their happy faces. I'm like, guys, you need to save this photo because, you know, it's a sign of the times. You can tell your kids, your grandkids, oh yeah, this is how I went to school during the pandemic that you're reading about in your history books. So anyhow, this is senior AVID. Here we have the junior AVID class. Miss Jenna Chavez, she is their teacher. Here we have the sophomore AVID class led by Miss Christensen. And our freshmen were a little camera shy, but they're awesome and studious kids nonetheless. You could be in this photo next year. So kids, AVID is pretty much, like I say, the keyword is determined. So if you are a student that has always dreamt about going to a four-year college or university, and you want somebody and a team, like an AVID family of classmates to be there to guide you and support you, then the AVID class is for you, because that is the big end goal, is to get ourselves to a four-year college or university. So we get a lot of skills that will help us be successful once we are in a college setting. So we do a lot of study skills lessons, note-taking techniques, time management, like keeping agendas and calendars, and then writing and research skills. So we take field trips and get information about scholarship opportunities and college campuses, college admission requirements, so that we can make sure we stay on track. So students that want to be an AVID, like I say, it's important to maintain a 2.0 GPA, practice study skills that are learned in AVID in every class every day. So if that sounds like you, then you want to make sure you get an application. Applications will be available this week before spring break. Zoom interviews will follow. So you want to see your school counselor for an application. Now, in our discussions, there's a good chance that that application might be a Google form. So you might just get a link to fill out. So be ready for that. Once you turn that in, then a group of teachers, counselors, and administrators will review the app and then invite you to an interview. So please, if you want to go to a four-year college or university, I would say your high school career is starting. Start now. Please apply. So just a reminder, if you can dream it, yes, you can do it. So thank you. Mr. Stevens, is there anything you would like to add?
I think you covered everything. You did great. Yeah, if you're interested and you want to go to a four-year university college, AVID is a great place. We will show you what you need to do, and we will help prepare you for that path.
Yeah. So please accept the challenge and apply. Thank you for your time.
Hey, good morning, students, parents, and everyone present here this morning. Welcome to the 8th grade virtual visit. My name is Fausto Ruiz, Parlier High School Spanish teacher, and I'm in classroom number 16. Now, today I'm going to tell you what courses of Spanish you can take here at Parlier High School and what are the benefits of taking Spanish. When you come to Parlier High School, these are the Spanish courses that you can take. Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, and Spanish AP. If you take Spanish 1, that's Mr. Diaz teaching the course, and I teach Spanish 2, 3, and AP. And it is important that if you get into the Spanish program, for you to keep taking Spanish until you get to the Spanish AP class. Because when you take Spanish AP, any course, AP course that you take here at the high school, a college and university, they look into that. They see that you are ready for college, that you can take courses that are at the college level. So it is important to think about that. Once you start taking Spanish, go all the way to Spanish AP. Now, when you take all these courses in Spanish, the goal is for you to improve in the following areas: communication skills and comprehension skills. That means that your speaking, your writing, your reading and your listening skills will dramatically improve, and you will become a fluent Spanish speaker. And that's what you want. Now, what are the benefits of taking Spanish? Increase your opportunities to be admitted to a university of your choice. Many universities, they recommend up to 3 years of Spanish, especially those big universities. And I'm sure that you wanna probably plan to attend one of those prestigious universities, so they recommend up to 3 years of Spanish. That's one benefit. Now, increase your opportunities to a well-paid job. Now, these companies, they look into that. If you speak more than one language, your opportunities for a well-paid job is going to be there. So think about that. Now, if you take the Spanish AP exam here in high school, it is offered every year in May. If you pass that AP exam, Spanish AP exam, you can get up to 1 year of credit in college. What does that mean? When you go to college, you need to take at least 1 year of a world language in college in order to graduate from college. Now, if you pass the AP Spanish exam in high school, then they will give you credit for a whole year. That means that you don't have to take that class in Spanish in college anymore. You met the requirements by passing the Spanish AP exam in high school. Another benefit, if you pass the Spanish AP class here in high school, college raises your GPA. What does that mean? Well, if you receive let's say if you receive a B in high school while taking the Spanish AP class, a college will see that, will count that as an A, and they'll give you more points. Therefore, your GPA will improve. Now, when you graduate from high school, you can receive the California State Golden Seal by Literacy. This is a seal that it could be attached to your high school diploma. And that means that you are competent, that you can speak more than one language. You speak English, but you can speak a world language. And in this case will be Spanish. And that says a lot about you. Now, in order to receive this seal, you need to meet one of the following components. Pass the Spanish AP exam, or complete a 4-year Spanish, receive a 3.0 GPA or higher in the Spanish courses. That means that you're going to be taking Spanish for 4 years here in high school, Spanish 1 all the way through Spanish AP, and make sure that in those courses, only in the Spanish courses, you have at least a 3.0 GPA, and also demonstrate advanced oral proficiency. Or pass the SAT-2 test in Spanish. They offer this in English, obviously, for everybody, but also this is offered to you in Spanish. And you need to pass that exam with 600 or higher. And I think the scale is 200 to 800. And this takes about an hour to take this exam, the SAT-2 test, and it's offered, if I'm right, about 6 times a year. And if no AP exam is offered in high school, then you need to pass a district test and demonstrate advanced proficiency in reading, writing, and speaking. Now, you don't have to meet all these 4 components, only one of them. And if you can meet one of these components, then you will be awarded the California State Golden Seal by Literacy, and that will be posted in your high school diploma. Now, in conclusion, I just want you to, consider taking Spanish in high school. Do yourself a favor and become a fully bilingual person. Remember, 2 languages is better than 1. There's nothing to gain, and there's a lot to gain and nothing to lose. Now, if you have any questions or concerns about what Spanish classes you take here in high school, talk to your counselor here at the high school, talk to me, and we'll be more than glad to help you decide. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you the best as a high school student. I'm done.
Up next, we have Mrs. Gibson with our French program.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Et on va voir si ça va marcher. Okay, bonjour tout le monde. I am Madame Gibson. I teach French 1, French 2, and English 3. So potentially if you join the French program, you would have me for some class for 3 years in a row. In terms of reasons why I would suggest taking French as opposed to Spanish, no offense, Mr. Ruiz, I still respect you greatly. Keeping your options open to a world that is larger than your current exposure. There is more out there, there are more people. And when we talk about French, there tends to be a sort of stereotypical concept of purely continental French. We don't even pay attention to la Corse. They don't even count its metropolitan continental French. You picture baguettes, you picture the berets, and that's about all you see. But it is in fact much more of a global language. It's spoken either as a first, second, third, whatever, language by à peu près 274 million people around the world. Pretty much every continent except for Antarctica, and I believe even right now there is at least one person on Antarctica that does speak French. So it's commonly spoken. It is the 5th most commonly spoken language in the world. Again, not necessarily a native language, but a second language, third language, what have you. It's the 4th most common language used on the internet, and it's the 2nd most common language for international business. That's within continental Europe, that's within North and South America, that's within, it's extremely commonly spoken in Southeast Asia. It is a common language. So it allows you to expand your worldview and to get exposure to the ability to communicate with other people. Additionally, if you already speak and write Spanish to some degree, adding French on and becoming not bilingual, but trilingual will help you to kind of stand out and become more hireable. I have gotten jobs before that are unrelated to French purely because I spoke French. It has happened, and it just is one thing that can help you look different compared to other people that are competing for the same jobs. And lastly, it's just a concept of learning French can help you with your English vocabulary as well. English is a Germanic language and French is a Romance language. But that being said, English is a Germanic language that has rifled through the pockets of Romance languages. The more you study and learn French, the more you will start to pick up connections in the English language as well. A large part of what we do in the class is not inherently language learning, but learning the process of learning. We do grammar, we do verb conjugation and vocabulary and all these things, and we do a lot that very closely will resemble your English class, subject, verb, predicate, and all these things. But we also do a lot that very closely resembles, I've had students tell me it's a lot like kindergarten, but in another language. And that's where we get into ce qu'on fait dans la classe de français 1, what we do in French 1 class. This year is completely different. This current year is not remotely how I normally operate my French class. Going on the assumption that at some point next year, we're able to return to a sense of normalcy, I have a much more hands-on process. It is not really a class where you can expect to come in, sit down, and stay. You're going to come in, you're going to get up, you're going to run around, you're going to throw things around. We have the pig with the debatable name. Every student has a different name for the pig. We have Henri le Hérisson, Henry the Hedgehog. You're gonna be running, jumping, moving around, throwing stuffed animals at your peers. You're gonna be playing games in order to work with the language. And the goal is that the more you work with the language, the more you will learn the language. So you can see some of the categories that we do, the body, the home, sports, jobs, things like that. French 1 is the concrete, the world around you, the here and now. And then I believe, yeah, we do a lot in the terms of holidays as well, especially in February. I believe that's everything I have about the French program. Thank you, merci.
We have Mr. Tanaleon with our music program.
Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, sorry, good morning. I'm Mr. Tanaleon. I am your band and color guard director, and I got my buddy Chewy over here. All right, and we're going to talk a little bit about the music program. Music is the one unofficial language that that we speak to. You're taking what is black and white on a piece of paper and transforming them into something very colorful. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you right here. And here we go. So I'm Mr. Tanaleon, and let's continue on right here. So this is going to be my third year at Parlier High. And I'm trying my hardest to build the program. We've doubled in size since last year, and I want you to join us, okay? And the best part is that there's no music experience required. If you want to learn how to play an instrument, I will teach you. If you want to play a woodwind, I have flutes, clarinets, and saxophones. For brass, trumpet, French horn, trombone, baritone, and the tuba. And for percussion, I have a brand new marching drum line that is waiting to be played. I have 2 brand new marimbas that need to be played, and a xylophone. And on top of that, although they don't play an instrument, I have the color guard as well, and we learn how to spin flags, our rifles, and our sabers, which is a sword. Okay, as our performances for band, we do have a winter concert, a spring concert, and we will hopefully be playing in graduation when we're back in person. All of this is assuming that we are back in person coming fall. For marching band, we have competitions. We have the Fresno and the Carruthers Fair Parade. So you do your little march down the street, and then afterwards you get some free time in the fair, okay? We also have just our pure competitions, such as the Selma Band Review and the Visalia Band Review. And then we have one more on the first Saturday of November is our marching season championships over in Pismo Beach. We leave here early in the morning. We do our competition. After our competition, we get to spend a couple hours on the beach before coming home. And the biggest one that I'm really pushing for next year, I know Disneyland's closed right now, but Disneyland is opening at the end of April, and hopefully by next spring, Disneyland will be at 100% capacity. But to take the band to the Disneyland Main Street Parade, okay, I did that when I was a kid. When I was in junior high and high school, and I brought bands there, and it's such a great experience to see hundreds of people watching you coming down the parade. So what is the end goal? My end goal for this program is to build a huge program and get as many students involved. And the style, the more people I have it, the style is going to change ever so slightly. And it's not your regular marching band coming down the street. This is, I'm going to just show a quick 30 seconds here of what drum corps style marching band looks like.
From its modest beginnings half a century ago, Drum Corps International has developed into a powerful global youth activity with far-reaching artistic, educational, and organizational influence. Through its nationwide summer tour and annual World Championships, Drum Corps International provides entertainment to millions through spectacular stadium performances, live-streamed events, high-definition digital cinema experiences, and worldwide social media exposure. Drum Corps International is marching music's major league.
Okay, so just a little teaser there. So that what you're seeing right there, that's a color guard of what we do. So and the cool thing about that is that the marching bands, the field shows that we do, there are high school performances that end in Lucas Oil Field, okay, where the Indianapolis Colts perform. That's where the Bands of America, and that's my goal as a band director, is eventually to bring the school to compete there with the best of the best. So which class here do we sign up for? And we go over my quick flow chart here. So we start right here. Okay, well, do you want to play an instrument? No, I don't want to play an instrument. So do you want to be in color guard? Yes. So you would sign up for your color guard class here. If you do want to play an instrument, depending on the instrument is going to determine which class you're going to sign up for. So I have a class dedicated for brass, which is third period. You have trumpet, trombone, euphonium, French horn, tuba. For woodwinds, it's second period, flute, clarinet, oboe, and saxophone. Then last, I have my percussion class for all drums and for all my mallet percussion, okay? And then since you're all going to be freshmen here, I would highly recommend signing up for a concert band as well, because both concert band and your sectional classes, brass, woodwind, and percussion, they go hand in hand. And last but not least, the traveling band is going to be the marching band right here. Do you want to do marching band for PE credit? What? I get PE credit just for being part of the marching band? Yes, we are very active. We are we're marching up and down the field. So yes, that is a physical activity. You get PE credit for it, okay? So then you would sign up for 7th period at the end of the day, marching band. If you don't want to do it, I'm not making you do it, but then you would have to sign up for a regular PE class. But it's the marching band that is going to be going on the trips. Marching band that will be going to Pismo, that will be going to Disneyland, all right? So think about it. I want you to join. I will teach you everything you need to know about your instrument and how to play it. So please sign up, and hopefully I will see you next year. All right, Chewy, let's say bye.
Up next, we have Mrs. Hughes-Luna with our piano and choir courses.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mrs. Hughes-Luna, and I teach at the high school, and then I'm also at the junior high school in the afternoons. And I'm going to also share my screen with just a variety of a few little things that, again, period 1 and period 2, if our schedule stays the same, that's where I teach piano. So if you're interested in learning how to play the piano, like Mr. Tanaleon said, it's not like you're coming in and you know everything about the piano. It is that you could learn right from the very get-go, from the beginning, and have no experience, and you can learn how to play the piano. We have pianos in our room, but I'm just showing a picture here that because we did have to Zoom, we were fortunate enough that I could order a piano for each student. So every student got to take home a keyboard for home with the music stand and plug and everything. So we were fortunate enough to be able to give you that, and also then your piano book to take home so that we could Zoom together and I could listen to you guys, to the high school students from home. So hopefully, again, if students come back in the fall, we have our pianos in the classroom, and then perhaps maybe we could see if we could still get you a keyboard to practice at home, but we'll see what the budget's like. But we do have pianos for each of you in our class, okay? The next thing is, the other subject I teach is choir, and that's period 3 for right now. So it's, again, no experience required. I do have students at the junior high, and some of you I see are Zoomed in this morning. So I do have junior high choir students, but again, you do not have to have choir experience. You could join in choir here at high school for 1 or all 4 years and get some credits for your electives, and again, enjoy yourself with music. Like Mr. Escoto was talking about the benefits of athletics, the benefits of choir are multiple. Like, it increases your cardiovascular function and reduces stress levels. Like if you're, singing at home and singing your favorite songs, it can kind of relax you and help you enjoy yourself. We also go out into the community and again, spread cheer, spread joy, and supporting again our school spirit, trying to do various activities, going to different festivals, like Mr. Tanaleon was saying, and participating maybe at Fresno City College is what we did. Last year we went to Fresno City College and I brought choir members there. And then also we went to Fresno State so that we could perform and practice with the all male groups of singers. So we had different activities. In Visalia, they have a day just for females as well to enjoy singing with other, again, females in choir. So there's, again, multiple activities that we could participate in as a group. And I had also just wanted to, again, just if you can see on my screen here, just briefly share, we have our choir risers when we're allowed to sing together. Otherwise, we may be singing outdoors for the meantime until, again, hopefully in the fall, we'll be able to sing together. And then when we have our concerts in December for winter or in spring, we do record usually so that we have a memento and a souvenir kind of our event. And we have our programs that we print out to, again, witness your performance, your name with your friends, with your peers. And again, multiple grade levels. So you could be freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. We all work together, again, like a family in a group of, as a group of learning musicians. We also had the benefit of Mr. Tanaleon from band starting us with smartmusic.com. So we have this cool access to record ourselves and learn more things, check out more skills, sing different music or look at different music for band and choir from DC, from Harry Potter, from Hamilton. So there's all these cool little accessible things we have that I share with you guys in class and that you can do from home or you can do during our class time. And again, just skill building, learning how to clap rhythms, how to sing rhythms, and how to read music, which benefits you with your math and your fluency of reading English and comprehension. We learn different lyrics. We sing in different languages, Latin, French, Spanish, possibly we might venture into Russian and German and some other more difficult languages. But again, music is a multifaceted subject. So again, we hope that you'll think about joining our program for either, again, choir is what I teach, and piano, okay? And I also use, again, videos that we learn from besides in-class instruction when we can, again, hopefully get back into our classrooms and back into performing. Okay, if you do have any questions, you can email me. Some, again, of you 8th graders, you know me already, but if you have buddies that might have questions, you can definitely email through our school website, and I'm Mrs. Hughes-Luna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hughes-Luna. Have Mrs. Pondexter next with our art program.
Thank you, Mrs. Dela Cruz. And hello, everyone. My name is Ms. Pondexter, and I'm the art teacher at PHS. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my program. So again, my name is Ms. Pondexter, and I teach art here at PHS. I teach 3 classes. I teach ceramics, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd period. And then I have Art 1, which is usually 4th and 5th period. And then lastly, there's Art 2, which is an advanced art class. So before I get into the presentation, I wanted to share this little video so you can know a little bit about me personally. So I'll share the video, and then afterwards, I'll go into more detail about the courses. My name is Ms. Pondexter, and I teach ceramics, drawing and painting, as well as Art 2. This is my 5th year at PHS, and before this, I was a teacher in Fresno Unified. I started as a middle school teacher, and then I transitioned into high school. And art is one of my biggest passions. It's something that I've loved since I was a child. And the big reason why I became an art teacher in particular is because I wanted to share this passion with young people and to really kind of get them interested in the arts. So hopefully this year we'll have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun activities planned for you if you plan on taking my class this year. And when I'm not teaching, some of my hobbies include reading. As you can see in the background, I have a lot of books up there. I also enjoy traveling. No, unfortunately, I couldn't travel this year because of quarantine, but what I did instead was I started camping with some friends, so that's been a lot of fun for me. I like sewing as well. That's another hobby that I've picked up along with jewelry making during the quarantine, just to try to keep myself from being too bored. And I also love to cook. So this year, there's been a lot of challenges for teachers as well as you guys, and we're all in this together. And I just want to kind of encourage you and to let you know that all of us teachers, including myself, are here for you if you're ever struggling with something. And I promise to make this year the best year that I can for you guys. So good luck this year, and hopefully I'll see you in one of my classes.
So now a little bit about the courses that I teach. The first one is ceramics, and that's usually in the morning. And with this, what we're doing is making things out of clay. So usually one of the first projects that we do was a little cup, and we make things like bowls and other things. And this is a really fun course. A lot of people like taking it and giving the things to their parents or even some of their teachers. And in this class, we mainly focus on hand building. So that's making things out of our hands rather than using the wheel. And we also study a little bit about art history and current events in ceramics. And here's a couple of examples of things that we've made in the past. Usually each year I try to participate in a community event. So the first year that I was here, we collaborated with the Fresno Food Bank and we made bowls to donate to the food bank. And here are just a few other examples of projects that students have made in the past. So I usually like to give students kind of free rein as far as what they can make. So it's really kind of a creative class to kind of get you familiar with clay. So that's the first class that I teach. And I also teach Art 1. And Art 1 is more about foundational drawing and painting skills. So it's a two-dimensional art form. And in this class, we're really trying to build skill. So if art is something that you're interested in, if you like drawing, then I would suggest taking this class first, so that way you can kind of develop your skills before you transition into Art 2. And here's a few examples from classes that I have before. Now, usually the first semester, we kind of start off with just learning the basic skills. So this is a project that we did kind of towards the beginning where we studied value, which is lightness and darkness of colors. So we usually start off with those types of projects. And then as the semester goes on, we get a little bit more creative where students are able to kind of make what they want. And lastly, I teach Art 2. So if you're already good at drawing and you really kind of want to kind of get in there and just really kind of focus on developing a style, then I would suggest Art 2. And in this class, you really try to explore different materials and develop a personal style that's all your own. And here's a few examples from those classes. So in this class, I really try to get students to really develop their skill level a little bit more and give them freedom as far as what they want to make. So if you are kind of advanced at art, I would suggest taking Art 2. And lastly, thank you all for listening to me today. And I hope to see you all next year. And hopefully we can come back to campus, but if not, I'm going to try to make it as fun for you guys as I can in my classes. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your day and good luck next year.
I said thank you, Ms. Pondexter. And up next, we have our Ag Mechanics program with Mr. Stannard.
As a freshman, you will be entered into Intro to Ag Mechanics. And in that, we will learn quite a bit of things. If you like hands-on learning, the Intro to Ag Mechanics class is a great class. You'll learn how to use tools for woodworking, things like table saws, band saws, tape measures, and chisels, and many, many more. You also get to learn about the theory and understanding of engines and how they work. If you do have an interest in welding, this class is for you. You will learn different types of welding. Excuse me just a second. The different types include oxygen and acetylene welding, and also the cutting torch, MIG, TIG, and arc welding. The Ag Mechanics welding program students will also learn how to use heavy-duty machines used in fabrication projects. We weld all day long, all day welding fabrication. We want to put out as much fun and interesting welding projects as the students want to accomplish. In this program, also students will get hands-on experience in electrical, plumbing, concrete work, as well as construction and engineering. Students will also fabricate projects, which can be entered into the Big Fresno Fair and have the potential to sell these projects to make money. Things like barbecues, they can be entered into the Fresno Fair. Students become members and get the experience and understanding more about the National FFA organization. Through this organization, students will get the opportunity to earn their Greenhand degree, as well as compete in competitions such as the FFA Creed, Spanish-speaking competition, both in English and Spanish, and many more. Here is the FFA, El Credo de FFA. Students will also have the opportunity to be dual enrolled, earning college credits while going through the Ag Mechanics welding program. We will visit the Reilly College campus, as well as local businesses. We do take field trips. Right now, our shop is under construction. We are getting a facelift and a new makeover. We are getting new welding booths, as well as a paint job and new flooring, and many, many more to come. Here are some students who are in the program now.
Very comfortable. A reason why I like ag mechanics is because it's a very comfortable environment. Everyone seems to be very kind and like welcoming. Like as soon as well, in this case, as soon as you open the Zoom link, there's like very much great vibes. There's music playing and there's a solid good afternoon, and it's really interesting, and it's just a really great, place overall. So yeah, that's why I like ag mechanics. Also because the teacher is great at making everyone feel comfortable and adapt to their environment, and he's really good at teaching. So great teachers equal great students.
Sorry, it takes a while.
What I enjoy about ag mechanics is that although we are in a pandemic, Mr. Stannard still tries his best to provide fun and enjoyable work and activities for his students.
Sorry, I'm not too good at this technology stuff. I'm learning.
Hi, my name is Anthony Aguilar, and the reason why I like this class is because it's fun. I also like it because we get to know how engines work, and we also get to build a small engine during class. It's also fun because we get to do hands-on activities. Even though us students haven't been able to do hands-on activities, I look forward to do some in the future after we go back to school.
I think Stannard's class is very interesting. It's very fun. You gotta learn something new in that class every single day and meet new people and become friends with them. recommend taking the welding class because, well, it's really fun. The teacher's one of the best teachers in campus. And I highly recommend it because you do taking apart engines, welding together. It was one of the best classes last year and this year. I highly recommend.
Then we have a couple seniors here.
This is an amazing pathway to take. I've been taking it for all my 4 years, my last year as a senior. But this pathway really takes on hands activities. You get away from the classroom feeling and into a shop where you do your own work, you do projects that are amazing, and the teachers are just amazing.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Cervantes, and this pathway gives you many opportunities, one being the welding team. Being on the welding team is a nice experience because you get to travel around California to compete, and you also make new friends.
All right, PHS Ag Shop 52. We are getting a new look. Join Introduction to Ag and be one of the first students to use this facility. There we go. Our new facility. Thank you guys. Welcome PHS future Ag students. Thank you.
Up next, we have Blodgett, Ag Science.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Blodgett. I am the Ag Science Pathway instructor for one of the Ag teachers in the Ag program. So I have a small video to show you guys in a presentation. So first off, obviously, Ag Science Pathway. My name is Mrs. Blodgett. Okay. Ag, it has the 3 basic circles. So you've classroom, everything we do in the classroom like you would any other class, which is your technical knowledge. The SAE portion, which is your learn by doing section, very hands-on. You take what you learn in the classroom and your leadership skills, which is the 3rd circle, to build up your leadership skills, which is the FFA portion. So your grade is not just determined on what you do in the class, it's also determined on leadership as well as SAE, something you get to do hands-on. The Ag Science Pathway includes 4 classes. So Intro to Ag, which is like an introduction into the Ag program. You do animal science, plant science, and some ag mechanics stuff so that you can get your hands on just a little bit of everything to see what kind of fits for you. So if you like ag mechanics, we do some ag mechanics and we do some plant science as well as some animal science portions. So depending on where you kind of want to go from there. Ag biology is the study of life, utilizing the ag as the base, and then ag and soil chemistry is the next portion, which is the study of chemical reactions in agriculture. And then the last course is your agri-science systems management, which is an honors course. It's an advanced science that goes more into depth into the ag concepts. So students of mine decided to put together some various things that we do in each of the classes. So an introduction to ag, one of the projects might be, go ahead and listen.
Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a project that we do in the Intro to Agriculture class. These are some of the examples of what we do. So first, I'm going to start off with a little pot, and I'm going to put soil in the pot. I'm going to plant this succulent in there. Okay. And then lastly, I'm going to decorate it with rocks. So this is kind of what it has to look like. It's really pretty, and you get to take them home when you're done.
Okay, so that's one of the mini projects that we do in Intro to Ag.
Hey guys,
and then in Ag biology, an example.
We could leave it. Okay, go. Hello.
My name is Jocelyn, and I'm Cynthia, and this project is for AgriBio. So right here we have a beetle pig. We have already made the incision. We cut down the sides of the arms, we cut down the middle and around the umbilical cord. Here is a heart, the lungs, the gallbladder, the small intestines, and the rib cage. And we use a scalpel to cut it. AgBio has been one of the only classes that has this opportunity to dissect or open up a pig. And here we have instructions of what to do. And usually this takes about 3 days to do, but it's really fun and interesting, and we recommend this opportunity.
And then the last class, which is ag chemistry.
Are you recording? Okay. Hi, my name is Nathaniel Cervantes, and this is an experiment in ag chemistry. So first, I will use a scupula to scoop out calcium carbide into this beaker. And then I will measure out 80 milliliters of distilled water, which is 100% pure, and dump it into the beaker. Then I will light a match, but and I will light the stick because I don't want to burn myself. And let's see what happens. I think that's it, right?
All right. So, and lastly, there's some other opportunities. This is the flame test. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because time is running out pretty fast. So join Intro to Ag. Check out a little bit of ag and what it has to offer, guys. And again, my name is Mrs. Blodgett. Thank you.
Some cool things going on in there, Mrs. Blodgett. Thank you so much. Mrs. Bennett with our ornamental horticulture and plant science.
Good morning to all. My name is Mrs. Bennett. Are we seeing me the same?
I'm sorry, Ms. Bennett.
I got it. Okay. Anyway, good morning. My name is Mrs. Bennett. Good morning to all of you. It is great to have all of you joining us this morning, all you future Parlier High School students. I am the person responsible for the plant science pathway, but I want to include a few other things this morning. In the plant science pathway, we do a number of things. You just saw Mrs. Blodgett with some of the things that came from your intro class. Normally, when you come here, the first step would be to take an intro to agriculture course. And like she said, you get an opportunity to try a lot of different things out, a little bit of animal science, plant science, and the ag mechanics. As you saw, a number of the plants that she was showing there are all plants that came out of the greenhouse, things that we took to the fair. So you would take Introduction to Agriculture. And I'm going to share my screen because I have something really simple, I think. We can take a look at. No, maybe not. Then I'll stop sharing. Okay, it's on there somewhere. Anyway, you would take Introduction to Agriculture, and then your sophomore year, you would sign up to Ornamental Horticulture. And what that basically is, we have a very large greenhouse out at our school farm. And in the greenhouse, there are a number of patio plants and the succulents and a variety of other house plants that we grow, along with things that can be grown such as vegetables, etc. In ornamental horticulture, you start out by learning about the basic portions of the plant, how we transplant, those types of things. One of the first things we typically do is we all do a few projects that we enter in the fair. We didn't get to do it this last year, but I look to the future to do it. In the past, every single student has taken at least one plant to the fair. You get ribbons for those. You also get premium money and the plant becomes yours. Some people decide to carry on the plant projects and do more, which is absolutely great. You can have anything from succulent plants, flowering plants, those types of things. Your junior year, then you could go into the greenhouse management. And in that category, we learn about propagating, which is planting new ones, dividing them. So anybody interested in the plant field, that's a great place to go into. They learn about how to run the greenhouse, various things to take care of, insects, those types of things. And what I want to emphasize on all of these courses, starting out with the introduction course, all the way through, is the hands-on portion is extremely important. Of course, right now we're a little challenged because it's all online, but we do have opportunities to come after school in very small groups right now to do projects. Plus, you can be doing plant projects at home. And then your senior year, you could go on and take floral design, which is for, it's the whole idea of flowers and plants, house plants. So you learn to identify them, you learn to utilize them in a lot of different situations. Overall, I want to emphasize a couple of things. One of them is that as you join the ag department, you become an FFA member. And the FFA is the largest organization on campus. Now, you don't have to decide to just be in agriculture, because I can truly say that we have many students that are in NJ, ILead, AVID, Spanish, all of the other programs, band members, choir. So you can be in any of the other programs and also be a member of FFA and participate in the many different things that we do. We work a lot on leadership. You gain confidence in yourself. As you heard from Mr. Stannard, when the students were talking about it, how comfortable they felt. So as soon as you walk in the door, we embrace you. You become a member of our large family, and you begin to meet other members here in our chapter here at Parlier High School. I'm sure some of you have been involved in the agriculture program in the junior high. Once you get to the high school, though, we have so many more opportunities, and it just depends on your interests, your areas, what direction you want, what some of your goals are. And we give you the opportunity to see a little bit about the many, many different directions that agriculture goes. I want to emphasize a couple of things. The plant science area or field in agriculture is 45% of the occupations. So we find that there are so many careers in the plant science direction. Now you can go with the plant science and utilize a number of your other leadership programs. So anyway, I just want to emphasize all of that. Join us, become part of our family. There's plenty of things to do. We do travel throughout the state. You meet other students from other chapters and become good friends. Many of our students, as they go on to college, say they know all of these different people. So join us, get involved in agriculture. Plant science is a great direction, lots of hands-on. In any situation, you can be doing something. If you live in an apartment, you can have plants that you're working on in an apartment, if you have other areas. So if you like flowers, as you can see, I have a number of silk flowers. These are all arrangements that have been taken to the fair in the past years. We have lots of awards that people can win, take home ribbons, get involved, have fun, join us in agriculture. If you're interested in plant science, then leap in with us for plant science. Okay, so thank you to all of you. Have a wonderful afternoon. If you come on the campus tour, stop by room 2 and visit me. I'll be happy to see all of you. Goodbye.
We are going to introduce Mr. Rambonga with Public Safety and Law Enforcement.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome, Future Panthers. All right, my name is Mr. Rambonga, like Ms. Dela Cruz said, and I am your criminal justice instructor for Parlier High School. All right, so we'll just take a quick, I know we only got a short amount of time, so we'll go through the pathway. I'll show you some of our classes, and we'll have a little discussion about some of the activities that we do during class. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with everyone. Hopefully everybody can see it. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this presentation going. Okay, so welcome. Again, this is a criminal justice pathway, part of the public safety pathway for 2020-21. All right, and so we have a saying that we use in our classroom and our courses is you work for a cause, not applause. Okay, coming into public safety, you don't do it to get rich. You don't do it for awards and notoriety. You do it because you want to help your community. Okay, that's why we get into this. So this is something you'll see on a lot of our logos and everything is work for a cause, not applause. Okay, so I will go into a little bit about myself here in a second, but we'll talk about this pathway. All right, so this is one of the options you have. I know you've got seen probably, 7, 8, 9, 10 different pathways so far. There's still some more for you to take a look at. All right, but this one is open for 9th through 12th graders currently. Okay, so this year we have just under 200 students that are part of this pathway. So every year the numbers keep getting higher and higher. So that's something that we like to see because law enforcement is one of the careers that's gonna, probably have the most openings within the next 5 years because old timers like myself, we're getting too old to chase criminals. So that's why we need a new generation. That's why we're here. Okay. So a little bit about myself. Okay. So I was previously in law enforcement for 23 years. So a couple of pictures. This is part of me when I was on the gang unit. I was the supervisor for this team and part of a little search warrant that we had some fun where we were doing a little bit of undercover work and some of the stuff working with our narcotics guys. So a couple of pictures, you'll see some other ones we'll have during the course and everything. So this was about, I'd say 10 years ago. Okay, so a little about me. I did 23 years law enforcement. I started out when I was 21. I got an early jump on it. So I worked different assignments, started out in corrections. I got tired of being locked up. So I went out to the field. So I have different experiences, working transportation, investigations, field training officer. I was on the CERT team, which is our jail SWAT team. A lot of other assignments. So we'll get into that as you get into the pathway. Okay, so about me, I'm a sports fan. So Eagles going to win the Super Bowl this year. Lakers are going to win the championship, and Angels, we're going to win the World Series. Can guarantee that. So, and I also love muscle cars. So we'll talk a lot about cars in class because that's part of the pathway. Okay, so I'll start off with our first class, which is called Principles of Law Enforcement, and that's the one that you guys will be taking a look at. Okay, looking and enrolling in, and this is the course that covers just everything in public safety, okay? Because not everybody wants to be a cop, not everybody wants to be a correctional officer or whatever. We look at fire, EMT, a bunch of other careers. You can kind of get an idea of what's going to be most interesting to you, okay? I know they always ask me in this class, if I could do it all over again, what would I do? If I could do it all over again, I would be a firefighter, okay? Because everybody loves firefighters, but nobody seems to like cops, so I don't know what's up with that, but okay, so this is for like 9th and 10th graders. So this will be the first class that you have in the pathway. Okay. All right, second class. This is called Intro to Criminal Justice. So this is a course that's a little bit more focused on the criminal justice system, courts, probation, parole. And one of the things with this class, it's called a dual enrollment class. Okay, it's dual enrolled through Reilly College. So what that means is if you take this class, you'll get 3 credits through Reilly College for the course, okay? I'm one of the adjunct instructors, so I can do this course along with our next one, which we'll talk about. But this one is more for your second course, maybe sophomore, junior year. And the last course that we offer is called CSI, which is a capstone course, the one that everybody seems to want to take. All right, and basically what crime scene investigation is the third course in the pathway, and that's what it is. We do crime scene investigations. We go through the techniques just like you see on TV, with all the wonderful shows, CSI New York, CSI Fresno, CSI Dinuba, whatever. They're all on there. So we'll go into some of those. And this is also a dual enrollment class. So you'll get 3 credits through Reilly College for this class. So if you go through this pathway, you can get 6 credits in criminal justice. So when you go to Reilly College, if you're looking to transfer to Fresno State, you only have to take 1 more class, okay, which is Intro to Corrections. And we're trying to add that one also. All right, so some of the things that we have also, we have an advanced course, which is actually part of CSI. So this is for your junior, senior year. We do a BSIS security guard training. And you're probably thinking, what does security guard have to do with public safety? But when you are looking in the course, you have to be 21 to be a cop and go to the academy. So between 18 and 21, we want to do something to get you some experience, learning how to deal with people, writing reports. So we do offer the certification Okay, I'm an instructor that can certify you with that. And we can also get your CPR first aid through this course, but also through medical. And then if you do the security guard training, we have an adult education component, which you can get your certifications for baton, weapons defense training, chemical agents, and some other stuff. All right, so real quick, because I know I'm kind of running a little bit of time here. We have a Milo Training Center. We'll go into that, but basically we have our own training facility that has a Milo, which is like a giant video game where you interact with the screen, use different weapons. We're also purchasing a driving simulator. So it'll be like you're in a high-speed pursuit. So that's something else that we're having out there, okay? All right, so during the year, some of the things we do, we have guest speakers. We have the California Highway Patrol is gonna come in. We also do crime scene investigations. This was a crime scene that we had here on campus. So students have to collect evidence, interview witnesses, and figure out what happened. Okay, so we also do other activities and field trips. We do a field trip to the Fresno County Jail. All right, and not just like a tour, we go into the jail, into the cell blocks where the inmates are. So it's something that you get an idea of what a correctional officer job is. Okay, so we went on a tour of the Fresno County Courthouse. Okay, so we got to sit in on a criminal case. All right, we do competitions. This is at Fresno City. All right, we also have a competition at Reedley College, which is a CSI competition. You can see the students are investigating a possible homicide. And then we have an obstacle course portion, which is the student trying to climb over the fence. And this was this past Saturday. Okay, so we also compete locally, regionally, and this is a picture from the state where we competed against about 73 other schools in criminal justice and CSI. All right, we do Criminal Protective Services Day, different activities. All right, this is ROP Field Day. I was telling you we have our own facility. This was this past the Saturday before. We had Sanger PD come out, bring their vehicles out. We have students that are simulating driving under the influence. We have goggles that will do that. Okay, we also, our big trip that we do because of COVID, we haven't done it, but for the top students, we actually get to go to Alcatraz Federal Prison in San Francisco in the Bay. Okay, so those are some of the things that we do. This is the current schedule. It might change. All right, so it can be moved around a little bit, but I do offer those 3 courses, so they are available to you, but you got to look for principles of law enforcement first. Okay, so hopefully I know I went a little bit over my time, so hopefully you guys, if you have any questions, any of your instructors and your teachers can email me if you have any questions, so I look forward to seeing you guys if you're interested in the pathway. All right, so you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your presentations. All right, and I'll see you guys next year.
Up next, we have Mr. Deitz and Mr. Dillon with our robotics program.
I get to go first. Like I said, I'm Mr. Dillon at Parlier Junior High School. I'm the current robotics teacher. So 8th graders, you probably had me. Hopefully, I am just a basic introduction at the junior high to pass you on to Mr. Deitz at the high school for robotics. So we do a lot of activities here at the junior high, but I heard Mr. Deitz does a lot more at the high school. So I'm gonna let him explain to you. Mr. Deitz, all yours.
Okay, thank you. So let me see if I can get this shared here. I think we're sharing it now, hopefully. Is that working? Oh. I had to do that, sorry. All right, I'm Mr. Deitz. Thank you, Mr. Dillon. And Mr. Rambonga, thank you. I don't know about your sports teams, but anyways, what a great program he has, and a lot of things that we can do here in robotics. You can also do the same things with him, because one of our programs that we have, competitions that we do, is our urban search and rescue program. And we build a robot that actually does search and rescue, which goes hand in hand with Mr. Rambonga's CSI and different types of law enforcement, things like that. So, which is kind of fun. But anyways, I'm Mr. Deitz, and I'd be glad to have you here. We have 2 different robotics classes here at the high school, and hopefully you have a chance or an opportunity to take either one when we get here. But basically, when we go over robotics, we're going to talk about robotics and, of course, robotic history and the various types of robots and things that are available, because most people think of robots as just being, maybe what you see on the screen with, a little man running or a robotic car or something like that. But robots go more into depth in terms of manufacturing. If I think of how we manufacture cars and do lots of types of manufacturing, and we're talking about even drug manufacturing, as we're talking about vaccines and things like that, which is a big topic. All of those things are done by robots. And of course, somebody then has to program those robots and make them function properly. And this is kind of one of those basic courses where you'll get an introduction into robots, be able to play with some robots, put some robotic cars together, and again, possibly even get into the urban search and rescue competition yourself. But more importantly, we're going to get into engineering design. If you're into doing some coding, or if you're into computers at all, you'll have the opportunity to hopefully be able to manufacture a few parts yourself using CNC and CAD, even 3D printing. We'll get a chance to do that because that again is a robot, okay? And CAM. And of course, the picture you see there, if you see the robotic logo, that's kind of looks like wood. Now I'll get to the next sign here. That's what I did over this past summer, and we'll have a chance here to actually do a few things with some CNC machines because again, they're robots, and you'll be able to program something in the machine, be able to get it to work in the machine, be able to manufacture it, and be able to display it like I'm doing right now. So this is the actual logo that's done actually in wood, in a piece of pine, which was pretty cool. And of course, last but not least, I'm not sure if I went over time, what time, if I even had enough time, but I'm also in charge of doing esports as well as robotics. So if you ever have any, you can't see the screen? No, you're kidding me.
It's frozen on the initial robot video that you.
Really? Well, anyways, you can see that.
You're still good on time. You're good.
Let's see. My bad. Used to tell you, sometimes these things don't ever work out right. How about that? Can you see that?
Still frozen, Mr. Deitz.
It's still frozen?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
your
well,
first robot, it
You
froze.
gotta love the internet, right? Because it's not frozen on here. Let's see. Let me try a different screen.
Maybe
No?
unshare. Maybe unshare and then reshare.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Stop share. Share. Reshare.
There we go.
That showed up? Well, anyways, there it is. And this is a screen that I was showing you originally of the different types of things that we're going to cover, the topics we're going to cover during robotics. And this is the, so I can scroll here, is the logo I was mentioning a second ago that we can go from, again, programming, from taking an actual picture of something, programming it, and then programming it into something called G-code, and then spinning it out on a computer, and then actually onto an actual piece of wood. And this is the esports and the robotics logos that had created. So if you're interested in robotics or esports, please see me, or you can always go back to Mr. Dillon. He has my contact information. So again, apologize, technical difficulties.
Thank you, Mr. Deitz. Mr. Esau and Mr. Garcia with our web development and programming program.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen and show you a website. Can you see the sushi? Is it showing?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, my name is Wayne Esau. I'm here to tell you about a web certificate you can earn at PHS through ILead College with dual enrollment courses. If you're interested in building websites and make good money, this is probably for you. As you can see, the website I'm showing you here is a fully functional website built by one of our current students. And if I can scroll down, you can see the website. And he built this in probably a month, two, and it's fully functional. The first class you'll have to take, you can enroll in it for next year. It's IS-15. And just as, let me just click through the links here, you can see it's fully functional website. pictures in there. As you see, this is a professional website, and you'll be making money as soon as you probably do it now. There's the locations, but like I said, it's a fully functional website, and he built it, and he's still working on it. It's still under construction, but like I said, if you're interested in websites, you're interested in computers, you're interested in making money, as Mr. Non always says, building websites is for you. So the first class you need to take is IS-15. You can sign up for that now. But if you want to build websites and this is your interest, then definitely talk to your counselors and sign up for IS-15. That's it.
Okay, was Mr. Garcia going to present?
No, it was just me today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Mr. Esau. Stop sharing your screen. Up next, we have our final presentation of our pathway courses with Mrs. Acevedo and Mrs. Gallagher for medical and patient care.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Acevedo. And I'm Mrs. Gallagher. Welcome to Parlier High School. Today we will be giving you a tour of our classrooms and talking about our amazing medical pathway. So let's get started. Mrs. G will be taking you guys for now, but I'll be back. Woohoo! All right guys, follow me. We're almost there. You can find me in room 44. Come on, let's go in. Glad you can make it today. Let me show you around. Say hello to your medical occupation and medical terminology classroom. Don't you just love these chairs? But wait. There's more to love than just these chairs. What about the smart board that allows you to learn with 3D technology? And here we have a hand washing station to make sure we are clean. I hate a dirty classroom. And here is Mr. Bones. All right, moving on. We have beds for practicing skills, plus Chromebooks that you guys have to take care of. These never leave the room. Okay, on to Mrs. Acevedo's room. Let's go. She's right across from me in room 45. Hello, Mrs. Acevedo. Hi, Mrs. G. All right, now that you're here, I have to go. Bye. Bye, Mrs. G. Welcome to my classroom. Here you will learn first aid and CPR your freshman year and CNA your senior year, as you can tell by the comfy beds. But you are not allowed to sleep in them. Your desks are all 6 feet apart and protected by a plastic shield. This is due to the new COVID guidelines. And they are ready for you to learn. They are disinfected after every period. Here, we have a brand new mannequins waiting for you to perform CPR on them. And this is my desk, with me waiting to teach you. I have something I want to show you. Follow me.
These are our past CNAs. Doesn't this want to make you join our pathway? Okay, let's keep moving on. Something looks odd. Oh my gosh, she would. Mrs. G.
Ugh, she caught me.
Oh no, we're gonna miss the bus. Run. CNA is a 2-block period, so we have enough time to go to clinicals. And we take the bus to a facility in Wheatley. Come on, hop on.
Hurry, Mrs. Acevedo, we're gonna be late.
Mrs. G dropped me off a bit far, but it's completely fine. This is the facility where you'll be doing your clinicals for CNA. Let's take a look inside. Sorry everyone, but according to HIPAA law, we are not allowed to share pictures of the inside of the facility where you guys will be working.
Okay guys, listen up.
Pay attention.
This is how you pick your classes. Medical occupations or CPR and first aid your freshman year. Medical terminology your sophomore year.
Intro to health your junior year and pre-CNA your senior year. You need all 4 classes to receive a pathway completer cord for graduation.
8th graders, make sure to mark on your registration form CPR, first aid, and safety or medical occupations for your freshman year.
Where is she at?
Here I am. Whee! Okay, now we are going to be talking about the fun stuff. Competitions.
Within our medical pathway, you guys have the opportunity to attend competitions and win medals and certificates.
And if you're really good, you can end up competing at state and national levels. These are the types of competitions you can compete in.
Tiger Romp at Wheatley College, Fresno City Career Skills Challenge at Fresno City, and Skills USA. These competitions will look really good on your resume when you head to college, so make sure you sign up.
Come on, let's go.
Wait, hold up. There's one more person you have to meet. Follow me, Follow me. Mrs. G is already over there. Don't forget to follow the school account at Twitter at Parlier High. You ready?
Finally, let's go.
Meet our CTE coordinator.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Iniguez. I just want to let you know that we recently got a $1.6 million grant to build a new medical building here at Parlier High School. So if any of you follow the medical pathway, you would be one of the first groups to work in the new building. Let's give a big thank you to Ms. Acevedo and Mrs. Gallagher. Well, I have to go. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye, Mr. Iniguez. We need to get going too. Hope you enjoyed.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at lifesavers_PHS.
And add Mrs. G Snap too.
Thank you, everyone. This is the real us.
And up next, we have Mrs. Sanchez with our Student Support Services. She is our school psychologist. Mrs. Sanchez.
In 2007, he sold this Armana statue to a UK museum for a six-figure.
Hello, my name is Miss Sanchez. I'm the school psychologist, as Miss Dela Cruz mentioned. I don't have a fancy video, but I will be talking in short about some of the things or activities that I do at the high school. So this is my 4th year here at Parlier High School. And some of the things that I do is I primarily work with the special education students. I do provide some resources for mental health. I do work alongside with some of your teachers. I also help when making referrals for outside agencies. I do not provide therapy, but I am here to support you and hear you out if the need arises. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Sanchez. Up next, we have our counseling department, and I believe Mrs. Lopez will be presenting.
But hi, good afternoon, students. My name is Mrs. Lopez, and I'm one of 4 guidance counselors here at Parlier High School. I hope you guys have enjoyed this virtual presentation as much as I have. There's a lot of options for you guys, elective options for next school year. So I look forward to meeting you on Friday. We will be going to your PE classes via Zoom to assist you with the course registrations. So I look forward to meeting you guys on Friday. So don't be absent. Thank you. Bye.
Good afternoon, students. My name is Adriana Gomez. I'm one of the counselors here at Parlier High School, and I do have the students' last name M through Q, and I look forward to meeting you all on Friday. So this Friday, March 26th, we will be in your PE classes, helping you register for classes. See you soon.
Hi, students. I'm Ms. Arteaga, school counselor for R through Z. I just wanted to let you know we're always available. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We look forward to seeing you on Friday. Please do not be absent. This is a great opportunity for you to ask questions on anything you had regarding upcoming classes for the fall, and we look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you.
Thank you.